we were saying before, we are going to change of subject a little bit in between the research presentations. We are going to talk you about getting your project funded. We are from the Knowledge Research and Transfer Support Unit here at WOC. Jose Godinez and Alberto form part of the Scientific Support Unit. We are going to explain you what is this. And Adrián and myself, we form part of the RRI Funding Unit. I'm not sure if you have information about the research being done at WOC. We have currently more than 45 research groups. All of them are linked to a department or to one of our university research centers. We have 3 research centers, IN3, the Learning Center, and the Health Center. We are going to explain where you can find information about it, because you can take advantage of this workshop to interact with our investigators and between you, but you can also have information about the research being done at WOC through the WOC's research map. We will show it later. I'm not going to make this long, but as I was saying, we are providing both pre-award and post-award services. And when we were preparing the agenda for this workshop with Angel, we thought that you might be more interested in funding opportunities. So we are going to focus on pre-award services and different kind of calls available to fund your research. Maybe it's better to go directly to the research map. So just to show you the knowledge map of WOC is this one. I'm not sure. Are they going to have the presentation or after the workshop? Are we going to share the slides? Okay, so we can also send information and the link, so you can enter if you don't know it and search for it. You can see here information about the different research groups, the research that is being done by each group, and you can navigate, see the group members, see the different research lines, and even see the scientific production and the projects in which our investigators are being working. So as we were saying before, if you find researchers or research areas that are of interest to you, you can also get in touch with the investigators and with us, and we will be pleased to make you in touch for more research and more funding. And also, this is an example of another part of our website where you will find information about research calls. Adrián will also provide you with more information about it.
Okay, so my name is Adrián. I work with Chris at the Research Support Office, and I just want to give you a glimpse of what we do and what funding opportunities you can have here with us at WOC. So this first path is from FECIT. It's a possibility of getting funded, taking into account the phase that you are. For example, if you are still in the master phase or getting your PhD, you can access, for example, offers with an innovative training network, or, for example, contratos predoctorales, depending on the funding agency. There are some levels: the European level, the Spanish level, and the Catalan level. So each level has its own agencies, ministries, and they publish their own career opportunities. So our office is dedicated to informing all of you about these opportunities. For example, you can see in the European level, the ITN I was talking to you about, the co-fund opportunities. Then you also have the Marie Curie individual fellowships that have a deadline now in September, if you are a recent doctor, or for example, ERC starting grants or consolidators. So there are funding for each phase that you are in right now. Yeah, so as Chris said, we have this website that publishes all the funding opportunities. You can filter it by geographical level or open calls, and it's pretty much like a database where you can find a lot of calls. And for example, we give here some examples. In the Catalan level, you can find the Yabó, Producta, or even Beatriu de Pinós, you could find also. So in the Spanish level, you have what they call the Programa Estatal de Generación de Conocimiento, or Programa Estatal de Retos a la Sociedad. These are big funding opportunities for groups. And also in the European level, you have what they call the European framework programs, like Horizon 2020. And in the future, there will be this Horizon Europe that will start in 2021. And this will be like an umbrella for those of you that don't know this kind of framework programs, an umbrella where they publish all the work programs, all the topics, all the calls that they are willing to fund some research programs. So our job here is to inform the investigators about these new opportunities and these new topics that they publish every year. Yeah? So this figure is, it pretty much explains the whole project life cycle from the beginning, from the very idea that maybe one day you have an idea of a possible research project, and to the very end, that would be maybe the transfer of this idea to the market. So our job is to help the investigator through the whole process, from seeking funding opportunities to fund this generation of this idea, preparing the proposal, getting the right templates, helping you writing this proposal or giving you feedback. Okay. Sí, ¿no? Aquí. Sí, no, okay. Sí. Sorry? Sí, no? Okay, so I was talking about the project life cycle, the proposal preparation, also delivering the proposal. Some researchers have some problems maybe with the participant portal or maybe another website. We can help you with that also. Once this proposal is rejected or approved, we will also help you to this whole negotiation phase with the European Commission or the Ministry or any agency that's funding this project. And once it's granted, our colleagues from post-award that are not here, but also very useful, they will help you to manage this project. So this means helping you to acquire equipment or the deliverables. So every single aspect of this project, you will have a post-award technician to help you. And even if once the project is closing, we can also get you in contact with our transfer unit. So if there is any transferable knowledge that we should be aware of, we will help you with this transfer unit. And yeah, this is a research catalog that we published not long ago. It helps communicating the researchers about the services we have. So we wanted to ensure that researchers are aware of our services, that we can help them find funding opportunities or managing their projects or about the exploitation of the results. So this is kind of useful you're not aware of all the services you have. And that would be it. I don't know if you want to check any website or it's okay. Yeah. So any questions? Yeah.
I just wanted to point out, because maybe you are thinking about it, we are providing service, of course, with all the work investigators and professors. We don't provide services to external people, but we assist also when you are collaborating with one of our researchers. So the point is, again, if you make research with our researchers, we will be there and we will also assist you, as Adria presented, through the whole life from the idea to the presenting a proposal. So you can take advantage of all this, and we will be glad to help you to make real the thing of obtaining funding. So here, this is our contact details. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can do so, and we also will be pleased to put you in touch with the researchers at work. Any questions or?
Okay, thank you. So my question is, what is the budget that you are dedicating to support the project's preparations? Per year, the budget per year. Yes. I mean, for how many projects do you support along a year, for example? Preparation.
It's more than 100 projects currently, and the yearly budget is about 6 million. Our objective is to reach 10 million per year, and work is making a good effort on that yearly. Not for the whole proposal. It's not the whole funded money, but the yearly budget we are managing.
Yes, I have a question for you. From your perspective, how can we, the researchers and the young researchers and the not so young but still young researchers, how can we support your work in a better way?
So, for example, for us, as I told you, being here is a very important thing, because we need to be close to the research in order to understand your needs, know your research ideas, know your projects, know your PhD students, etc., etc. This is something that it's a complex thing, as you all know, because we are working with several groups and several researchers. We try to do it the best we can. But the best way you can help us is to make us being part of the thing. I always say that, just copy us. If you are talking with your colleague from another university and you are talking about possibilities of funding, just CC Adria or whoever from our team, because maybe we can help. And normally we don't say no, we do the opposite. And it's important for us to have all this information to contribute better to obtain more funding and to make better proposals. So I should have been starting with this, but thank you very much for inviting us to talk about this, because sometimes you, the researchers, forget about it. You make your meetings, you make your contacts, and my experience show that the researchers that are active working with us, they are the ones that get more funding, and this is even through published already. So the collaboration between the management team and the researchers should be good and should be a close one.
Another question. So from your experience, which is your view, which are, let's say, the main sources of funding for the future years to come? I know this is a difficult question, right? But if you were to have to give some recommendations to the young researchers, to the not so young but still young researchers, which will be your recommendation going for European projects, going from collaborations in the industry, going for the national grants? Can you give us some hints about that?
It depends on the step you are on in your career. For sure, I would start with the national plans to prepare an European international project. You already know, it's complex, it's hard. You need a lot of contacts and everything. So you should start with the national programs. And if you plan to move to the European programs, now with the next framework, it's going to be really important. The consortium, really, really important. Every piece of the consortium has to make sense inside the consortium, including industry, policymakers, stakeholders, and everything. And from 2021, we will find that the European Union is going to fund projects, applicatives. I mean, the basic research, it's still funded, but it's going to be ERC, research grant, but the main budget is going to be in all the things that have an application for society, for economy, for industry. It's going to be absolutely there, the money. So we need to move in that. For the leaders that already have 10, 15 years of experience and everything, that would be the main point, to go there, to think of very big, very good consortiums and go to application. Is what you will find the money.
What about getting funding for the companies, for the industry?
Yes, why not? But we are talking about the different fund. We are talking about the private money. That will be always there. And for the people on the internet, TICs and everything, it's very important. It's perfect. You already know that you can go there. But you can work with them as part of a consortium. Maybe a first step would be to have an agreement, whatever, and then try to include them in a bigger consortium. No company is going to give you as much money as an European project is going to give you. We're talking about 5, 8, 10 million euros.
Also, I would suggest that it's very important to have a funding strategy. We are working on that with several investigators, not to think about you see a call and you say, wow, this call is perfect for me and I'm going to apply and I'm going to do it quickly. It's not possible to make a competitive proposal, for example, for a European project in 1 month. Even though the call it's the best one for you, it's better to be informed, because this is why it's very important to be aware for you, because we can send information, but it's very important to read calls and more every week to see the different opportunities that are on. We also provide information about what is coming, not only on what is now open, and also to work with us in order to prepare a strategy to obtain funding from different sources. You can have a particular agreement with a company, but this same company can be a partner for you, and you can have also a national funded project, and you can start thinking about preparing a proposal for the next call of Horizon Europe or whatever. So not focus on one thing. It's better to see what I need and think big and go for it. And as the popular sentence says, dinero llama dinero. And believe me, this is truth. This always happens. You start with one, and this never ends. But probably for the stage of your career, this is the most difficult part, is getting there. But when you get there, it's more and more and more and more normally.